Welcome back. Daniella Squicquero is here, and she is going to be joining us every couple of weeks to give us a business report. So welcome back, Daniella. It's good to see you.
Thank you so much. I am so glad to be back in the studio. It has been a while.
It has been a while. It has been a while. Lots has changed, obviously, since then.
Yes.
So, but we're going to jump right into it because I know you have a lot to talk about. So let's get to the fact that we are heading into the fourth quarter, and what do we think is going to happen?
So let's just completely skip over the fact that we're moving into the fourth quarter because I still can't wrap my mind around that. But the fact is the fact. So that's where we are. And as we move into this new part of the year, we are starting to see some significant economic recovery in our area, which I, of course, and all of us, our Lowcountry friends and neighbors, are thrilled about. We are a particularly resilient crew, as I like to say. And so we're definitely starting to see some picking back up of things. And it's funny because it didn't this year, of course, nothing really followed what you would expect for any given year as far as seasonality and markets and all of that goes. But what we have really seen, the South Carolina Department of Revenue published a report on the taxable dollars for Beaufort County. And what was really interesting as I was looking through those numbers is that you could really start to see a dip, as we might expect, significant dip. Right. Really March, April, there were some issues happening there, and of course we all know why that was.
Yes.
But what the really positive surprise was that starting in June, we really started to see some notable recovery in the numbers. And as a matter of fact, year over year, June 2019 to June 2020, it was almost 3% less, which is almost nothing compared to the 40 and 50% differences that we were seeing in past months. So we only have those numbers as of right now out through June. So I'll definitely keep you updated on that. But that was a very positive indicator as we move into this next part of the year and start tracking those numbers as well.
Absolutely. It's always good to have some positive news these days. And so let's talk about some tips for local businesses that, they're still trying to get in front of people where they're in their new way of doing things and keeping socially distanced. What are some tips for people to be in front of their clients?
Absolutely. I would say this to all of our viewers, and particularly our small business viewers. Now is not the time to turn the faucet off where marketing dollars are concerned. Whatever you are able to put into your marketing budget, now is the time to turn both faucets on because you need to be in front of people as much as possible because business is being done a little bit differently now. We are starting to see things in some fits and starts getting back to normal a little bit in terms of how business is being conducted, but we are still very largely on a sort of digital basis right now. And people need to be able to see who you are and that you are active, because it's anybody's guess right now if someone is closed or comfortable being open or whatever the case is. You can't just assume that that's going to be the case. So I would say it's very important to do that. There are lots of venues to do that. The Bluffton Farmers Market is still very much in full force, of course not last week because of inclement weather, as well as the night market that has been sponsored by Lowcountry Made, and what a fabulous idea that was. There's live music, it is socially distant, and that is on some Saturdays from 1 to 6 p.m. So that's another wonderful way for vendors of all kinds to get in front of our community.
Yeah, absolutely. And so just to wrap up real quickly, we know the Emmys happened over the weekend, but that's not the only awards that were in town. Tell us about that.
That's right. So the Golden Oyster Awards, that is the Greater Bluffton Chamber of Commerce's annual business awards, and they were, at long last, finally awarded for the 2019 year. And it was a fabulous, again, socially distant, but lovely and glamorous evening where our recipients were able to enjoy the fruits of their labor over the past year. And then, of course, ideally, as we get into 2021, the early part of that year, and we start looking back to the 2020 business experience that all of us have had, of course, our COVID heroes and all of that will be really isolated in this upcoming round. But I just wanted to personally say congratulations to all of the Golden Oyster Awards winners.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Daniella, for being with us, and we'll see you again soon.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Coming up, we'll learn how Memory Matters is going virtual. Don't go away.